her one day because we have to live by sight and by faith and not by sight. And we're all going to be there someday, and we're going to have a big celebration. And she was an amazing person, and she will be missed. We love you, Harlan.
Hi, my name's Craig Brown. I wasn't planning on talking, but when she said Washington State and Silver Reef Casino, I feel like I have to because I'm here from Seattle. I've known Harlan for just over 20 years. When he was the CEO at the Silver Reef Casino, he was my customer. I sold the slot machines. Well, back then I was a technician and I would install them, but my company provided the slot machines for the casino. So you may have noticed I'm vertically challenged. So I'm the only person that makes Harlan feel short or average in height. So we hit it off right away as I was a 25-year-old kid. He always took me into his office, we'd sit down, chat, and I've shared several of those amazing dinners at the steakhouse. And if everybody knows, Harlan is a wine connoisseur. He has a spreadsheet of about 2,000 bottles of wine that they've tasted to see if they were good enough to put into the steakhouse. I was fortunate enough to get a copy of the spreadsheet, which I still reference to this day on bottles not to buy. But Harlan and I, we took a trip with my wife Amanda, who unfortunately couldn't be here, and we went to St. Augustine. My wife and I went to Charleston, South Carolina, and we kind of converged in St. Augustine so we could spend a weekend together. This great little boutique hotel called The Collector. It was a bunch of houses owned by a hoarder that when he filled a house, he would buy another house, so we had more places to put stuff. So when he passed away, his kids sold everything and turned it into a nice little hotel. So not only did Harlan come there where they had a great little bar, and he taught the bartender how to make an aviation, which is a fantastic gin cocktail if you've never heard of it. We had this great little house that we were each on opposite sides of the first floor. And when Harlan retired in 2015, I got him a bottle of Grand Marnier Centenaire, a very nice bottle of liqueur that he saved, and he brought out the night that we were sitting on this porch, and he had little snifters with candles underneath to keep it warm. And it was probably one of the best nights that I can remember. My wife and I, we went out, we had dinner. Susie's blasting ahead of us on her scooter. We couldn't even keep up with her. We come back, we go to bed. My wife and I were pretty light sleepers, so we put earplugs in. The next morning, we wake up, we find Harlan and Susie in the breakfast lounge. We're like, God, how'd you guys sleep? We slept great. And they're like, sleep? Who slept? I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you didn't hear the ruckus? No, this is an antique building. I'm like, what are you talking about?